So Scorpio, this is going to be your you versus them reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you might be dealing with. My readings are timeless, so whenever this finds you, that's when it's for you. Keep in mind, because it's general, the roles can be reversed, so feel free to do so if you need to. And let's go ahead and get started. So I did a little meditation before I started your reading, and I was in like kind of a happy-go-lucky mood, and I felt my mood change to something more deep and serious, which is totally Scorpion energy. And I got the message that the eyes are the window to the soul. So I don't know if that is pertinent for you or a reminder to you that the eyes are the window to the soul. I don't know. To me, if I had to put it in my perspective, I feel like, you know, the eyes of a person will tell you the entire story, including their connection with you and how they feel. So if you're relating to someone during this time frame, or you have a connection with someone, eye contact, you know, and paying attention to that. And yeah, that might be important. So the 7th house of relating is the card that came out, Scorpio. So this is all about connections and relationships, partnerships, companionships, best friends, marriage. It's talking about the equilibrium of equal give and take between you and whoever you're connecting with. But it also talks about opposition, okay, and coming more into balance by becoming more aware of either yourself or the connection, or both, you know, and how you're relating to that. So let's get your overall supporting energy out, and we're going to take it from there, Scorpio, and get a little bit deeper. All right, so you have the Knight of Wands here, which is about action, and the Hermit card coming out in your overall energy. So reflecting on some past actions, I feel, during this time frame, you know, reflecting on things that you may have impulsively done in the past, and seeing how that may have worked out for you, or how it's leading to what's coming up next for you. Because oftentimes the Hermit card is a very spiritually enlightening energy. So you may be going through some sort of spiritual enlightenment during this time frame, where you're seeing maybe the repercussions of past actions. Or I don't want to say repercussions, because I don't feel like anything was a punishment, but you know, I guess the downstream effect of past actions, right? And for some reason you're reflecting upon that during this time frame. Now we are in a retrograde, right? So this is a time of reflection in general. And the 7th house represents Libra energy, which we're in Libra season, so this makes sense to me. The person that you're connecting with has the Knight of Pentacles, which is all about trust and faith, and putting one foot in front of the other. Could not get that out. So I feel like this person's in this energy of just kind of learning to trust themselves, or, like I said, a higher faith, a higher purpose, if this is a spiritual person. So we're going to go into the recent past energy, Scorpio, and see what led up to this. And then we're going to go into your perception of each other and how you genuinely feel underneath it all, and what the future energy holds. So recent past energy for my Scorpios. I don't know how good that card got in there. Okay. It's interesting. I don't believe in coincidences, so I'm actually going to keep this. It's the 6 of Swords, FYI, from the vice versa deck. So I do feel that, you know, you're moving into a new chapter here, Scorpio, after kind of doing some reflections on the past, so to speak, and coming to some conclusions about that, all right? So let's see. 3 of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles. So I feel like, Scorpio, here's this energy of kind of rebuilding something, I feel. I heard the deconstruction of thought, I'm getting all kinds of messages for you. The deconstruction of a thought process about how you used to think about something and turning it over in your mind and seeing it from a different perspective is what I feel is going on in the energy around you or within your psyche, okay? In the recent past, I feel like there was some cooperative energy here for you. Some opportunities to get connected emotionally, or maybe even new connections showing up in your life. Oftentimes I see the Page of Cups as, you know, a friendship offer, or it's love, but it's not, you know, overflowing type of love. So that could have been where you were at emotionally or the person that you were connecting with. But I feel this innocence here, all right, because both of these pages talks about innocence and childlike energy. So I feel like, you know, there might have been something presented to you, Scorpio, that you're reflecting back on that, you know, had an innocent energy to it. And for some reason, I feel like you weren't accepting of it, because I hear the loss of innocence. So I feel like some of you in childhood, you lost your innocence pretty early. That's kind of a deep message, and I was not expecting that. So just give me a second while I'm processing that. It's like there is something here, Scorpio, that you're reflecting on, and it has to deal with innocence, or you know, when we come into life as children, we are directly, we're still connected with source, meaning we haven't forgotten who we really are. That's why children think that everything is possible. That's why children don't see hate. They don't see color. They don't see all the things that we see as adults, because they're not jaded yet. You know, and I feel like there's some reflection for some reason on your childhood during this time frame, and like prior actions and how that's playing into your current idea of self, especially when it comes to relationships, Scorpio. So this got deep really fast, and that's the energy I felt when I meditated, was like this very, I don't want to say it was serious, but like deep thought type of energy coming in here. All right. So let's see what the person you're connecting with, what has been going on for them in the past energy leading up to the now. 3 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, Justice. So I feel like this person, you know, this is heartache right here. Absolutely. What I like about this depiction though, Scorpio, is that it's on the mend. So, but I feel like this person is mending some things in their life, and it may be showing up in their career or family or home environment, because I heard the word making amends, and I feel like this person has been in this energy where they're wanting to make amends. Okay, for some of you it could be with you, it could be, I feel like it's in lots of different areas of their life that they are wanting to mend or trying to amend, because they're coming from this place of wanting more balance and peace with the Justice card here. So it's like trying to take a more peaceful approach to life in general, and it's deriving from this, really this person just trying to mend their own heart space, their own heart chakra, and realizing that, you know, they need to kind of make peace with where they're at in order to do that, and having more trust, I feel. If they haven't arrived to that solution yet, I feel it in their energy pretty strongly in the present. So that may be something that's coming in for a few of you. Like I said, the timeline's going to be different for all of you, but that's kind of what I get. Perception. So keep in mind that your perception is your truth, yes, but it may not be their truth. But we'll see what your perception of the connection is, and then theirs. And then we'll go a bit deeper. So you see the connection as the Death card, the Fool. Wow, no two cards demonstrate death and rebirth like this. For real. Wow, holy crap. The Tower and the Three of Cups. First of all, this is all Scorpion energy showing up here. Okay, so no wonder that my energy felt the way it did, because I feel this very intense energy exuding from you during this time frame. And then here you're showing up in two different ways, the Death card and the Tower. But this is your perception. So your perception is, you know, that there was definitely an ending or a change within the connection, and then some sort of new beginning, and then an ending, and then a reconciliation here. And that's how you're thinking about the connection. So it's like one extreme or the other, because it's like absolute endings, absolute beginnings, absolute endings, absolute beginnings. You know, there's no middle ground here in the way that you see it. It's either absolutely done or absolutely on, you know, and that may have been the pattern within the connection, or how you deal with relationships in general. And again, that may stem from like childhood, something in the childhood there, but with you or them, could be them, you know. But I feel like, yeah, when you think of this connection, there is some sort of rebirth here, you know, something coming in that really shook you up, I feel, Scorpio, or it changed something within you. This connection changed you. Absolutely. Okay? And brought about, whether you can see it yet or not, more emotional awareness of who you are. So I feel like massive changes within or because of your connection with this person. And even though I see you seeing it as something that's on and off and on and off, I don't actually see a break in the connection at all. Meaning the connection has been energized and kept alive, whether you were aware of it in the tangible or not. You know, and truthfully, in the spiritual realm, connections never end. Because once something has come into existence and your awareness, then it never detracts. Now, that doesn't mean we can't put a connection to sleep or, you know, move it to the back of our mind. But once a connection is in your life and awareness, you carry that connection with you, even past death. You know, that's why you can still connect with your loved ones after they pass over. You still feel that connection, because that connection has become a part of you. Whether you deem it as good or bad, that's up to your psyche, your ego, but your soul sees not good or bad, just what is, you know. So let's see how this person perceives the connection. Knight of Swords. So this is interesting because I got the Knight of Swords in your weekly reading that I did live on Sunday. And it's showing up again in the person you're dealing with. So I feel like this person is highly contemplative of the connection. They are in thought form, you know, having some forward movement, all right? I feel like this person, when they think of the connection, sometimes they feel very connected and sometimes they feel completely disconnected. I feel like the sense of Scorpio, you've given this person a lot to think about, and it's helped them move their life forward into more emotional fulfillment and clarity. And it's like when they're clear, they're very clear, but then at the same time, they feel a disconnection. And it could be that they feel that you are not connecting to their way of thinking, or you're feeling that way about them. Like there's a disconnection here. You might be vibrating on different frequencies, you know, and so if you are, say, in a high energy and this person's in a low energy, you're not going to intersect. You know what I'm saying? Because you're vibrating at different frequencies, and we attract what we are. Vice versa, this person, if they're in a high vibration and you're in a low vibration, you know, there's some sort of separation or disconnection here. And there may literally be a separation here for a few of you, but I'm meaning it more on an energetic level, Scorpio. So I feel like they turn this over in their mind, right? And they have a lot of clarity about what emotionally fulfills them. And there's forward momentum and then a disconnect, you know? So let's go into the genuine emotion. Now keep in mind, Scorpio, that genuine emotion is deeper, right, than our perception. Perception is kind of ego, what our brain thinks, and then emotion is our ethereal, how we genuinely feel about the situation. So let me see. Oh, wow. So, the Seven of Swords, the Eight of Cups, the Nine of Cups. So, you're being deceptive in the way that you feel, Scorpio, to some degree or another. And that could be, you know, lying to yourself about how you feel, or, you know, not fully expressing how you feel to this person, or saying one thing when you feel another, you know, that type of behavior here. So, I feel like emotionally you're kind of ready to walk away from something here because you want to be more emotionally satisfied and fulfilled, and maybe you're not ready to pronounce that to the world or to this person or to another person or anyone, you know. I feel it's no one. You don't want to say it to no one, you know. And you know, Scorpio, that's what a Scorpio does, you know. You like your emotions to be private to you, and that's kind of how you function, and I understand that, you know, because I have Scorpio in my chart as well. But it's like, yeah, there's some sort of not wanting to fully show, you know, what it is that you're feeling. But what you're feeling is, you know, a bit dissatisfied and tired of kind of the way things are, and looking for more satisfaction on an emotional level in your life. You know, wanting emotional options, wanting emotional fulfillment. Soulmate energy here. So, you know, I have a song playing in my head. You are always on my mind. You are always on my mind. I know that that's not the tone. Is that Elvis? I am not sure. There's someone that's always on your mind. Period. Probably why you're at this reading. But I feel like there's a really strong connection here on an emotional level, okay? You know what it is, right? But not willing to express it, or for some reason covering up what the intention is. And I feel like, yeah, some of you are in this emotional space where maybe you don't even really know how you feel, right? Because emotionally, you could be confused, but I don't think so. I really don't. I think most of you emotionally know what's up. You know what you want to leave behind, and you want emotional satisfaction, and you know who you want it with. And or you feel a strong connection, okay? Yeah. All right. We'll leave that one alone for now. And we're going to see how this person emotionally is feeling underneath the surface. Their cards are already coming out, Scorpio, as far as this connection goes. Seven of Cups in the reverse. Four of Wands. Wow. The Devil. Knight of Pentacles, Two of Swords, and the Devil. Very interesting. So on an emotional level, Scorpio, this person is not confused about how they feel at all. You know, I think in the past there was some disillusionment here or emotional confusion, but it's in the reverse now. And so there's clarity. I feel like on an emotional vibration, this person has this very celebratory energy, very happy, very free energy about them. But then they're also very practical at the same time, or trying to be very practical. So it's like this, emotionally, this person may want their freedom, you know, or emotionally to be able to be free to feel and do how they please, or move forward in a way that emotionally satisfies them. And then there's this darkness here, you know, emotionally insecure, doubting, not being able to see the bigger picture, feeling very tied or bound in some sort of way. Okay, feeling emotionally called or pulled in two different directions. And it could be, you know, in regards to this connection or other things going on in their life. It's going to be different for each of you. But I feel like on an emotional level, this person, they almost try to ignore not how they feel, because they know how they feel, but they try to ignore their thoughts about the connection, you know, because they don't want to feel. They don't want to be swayed in their emotions. That's what it is. They don't want to be bound emotionally. And so in order for them to stay emotionally clear, I feel that they ignore a lot their own thoughts, you know, possibly your thoughts, the opinions of others, things like that. So let's go into hopes, Scorpio. Your hope is the Five of Cups in the reverse. You want to let go of any losses or prior regrets. If you have been in stuck energy, sadness, depression, because you're always on my mind. It's not, I don't know if it's a sad song, because I honestly don't know the rest of it. And it's really interesting because that song came up in a personal reading as well. So if you've been stuck in that, you're wanting to let that go, obviously, and come out of that energy and go into a higher vibration, right? And I feel that that's what the reflection was about at the beginning of the reading. This person's hope is the Star card. So they're hoping for healing. And I felt that, you know. I felt the amends energy in their past energy, you know, wanting to heal things within their life in general, and have something to hope or strive for, most definitely. All right, so now we're going to go into future energy. Keep in mind that all of the future energy can be changed with free will. So you're in the driver's seat. I'm just giving you a snapshot of what it looks like, because again, time is malleable. All right. So most likely future outcome, you have the Queen of Swords, the Ten of Wands, the Empress, the Two of Swords, and the Moon. Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So Scorpio, there's kind of a standoff here. You may feel stuck, you know, a little bit between like a rock and a hard place for some of you. For others of you, it's just like, you know, you've kind of had enough. Especially if you're a female Scorpio, I feel like you've definitely had enough, you know, and even though you're not really certain about what the next action is, you're definitely sure about that. But whether you're male or female, I just feel this very blunt energy here, you know, like test me and see, that type of vibe. I feel like you're tired of carrying this burden around with you, right? And it's about knowing what you're worth And yet having these insecurities here, not really wanting to show how you feel, being closed off to your emotion, which is what I felt in the emotional space, or shutting out other people from what it is that you're truly and genuinely feeling. For some of you, you're shutting off your own intuition. You're not trying to, but listen, when you shut down how you genuinely feel, you can't be intuitive, because your intuition comes from you being able to understand your emotions. So, you know, you can't be in alignment with who you are by ignoring and pushing away and suppressing and covering up emotion, because your emotion is your guidance system, right? And Scorpio, you know this better than anybody. So it's like, when you shut off how you're feeling, you also shut off your connection with source and your intuition, and things get like the tower over here, you know? And yet here's this Empress energy in the middle of all of this. So it's like, and there's a peace dove in the depiction of the card. So what is that about? It's almost like, you know, making peace with how you feel or the situation as it is, so that you can move forward. So that you can move forward. And that's kind of what I felt earlier, you know. That's the key that you're looking for, is to somehow find peace with where you're at, Scorpio. You know, and with whatever the situation is right now. And so by finding peace with that, it allows you to process or feel an emotion that will help allow new and different things in. So I get why you're in this reflection mode, right? And like I said, some of you are going real deep with the reflection, all the way back to childhood, or needing to take a look at that so you can see how that's impacted your psyche when it comes to relationships. And yeah, just allowing yourself to go there, kind of. Wow. What? So if you do make peace with it during this time frame, now some of you are going to stay closed off from your emotion. And just to be very honest with you, nothing's going to change over this time period, because you're not open to it. But that's free will, and you have that choice. So some of you I see definitely going to do that. For others, what this is about is, you know, making peace with the situation. Like I said, opening your heart up a little bit and expressing love in a more open and free way, okay? And yet, here's the devil. So it's like, Scorpio. I have a song in my head. I'm not skipping over it. I just need to leave that alone for a second. But the song that I have in my head is, oh, 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 oh. I'll have to put it in the description box, because honestly, it's not, the lyrics aren't coming to me, but I can hear the rhythm of it. I posted it on my Facebook a long time ago. It's from a movie, actually. But the video is about being possessed by the emotions. And I think that's why you don't want to feel it. Not that you'll actually be possessed, okay? But that you want to have possession over your emotions, not someone else have possession over that, which nobody can have possession over how you feel. But you may feel that way because of the obsessive nature of Scorpio and your ability to love so deeply. It feels like to a Scorpio when they're in love that they're being possessed because of how deeply you feel it. Of course, that's not the truth, but that's just you feeling it on a deep level. And it's like wanting to avoid that at all costs. You know, For some of you, you want to possess this person's emotions, you know, and especially if they've been closed off or disconnected from you. So I could see it one of two ways, but I see it, I think, you know, it's a protective mechanism, so to speak, right? So I don't want you to feel bad about that, but that's kind of what I'm feeling. That's really an interesting message. So, and if I recall the song, I'll put it in the description box. This person's emotions is the Knight of, not emotions, future energy. Knight of Wands, Knight of Cups, the Moon, and the Knight of Swords. A lot of action being taken over here. You know, this person is taking action on things that they love, and they have an immense amount of emotion over here, okay? So it's like you're closing off your emotion, and this person is like swimming in it. They're swimming in their emotion. Some of them are drowning in it. But I actually see it as kind of wanting to escape that energy. So they want to be in this more lighter energy here, Scorpio, and that's what I felt in their emotions. So that makes sense to me, where they can be more playful and more fun, and that's kind of what they're looking for in life in general and in a partner. And then there's this deep undercurrent here going on with this person that they're trying their best to avoid. So maybe they, in a way, it is avoidance, just like you. But their I guess their way of going about it is different than the way that you're going about it. So there is action being taken over on this side, though. So I do want to see what that is about. Oh, the Tower. Okay, so I saw that in your perception. So there's something, you know, this person is taking action to make some major changes in their emotional well-being. All right. And it's allowing them to kind of tap into a lighter energy and get reconnected with the intuition, their intuition. But there's still something here that they're avoiding on an emotional level, Scorpio. And of course, your Scorpion nature senses it, right? And so they're getting a different perspective here. And in the meantime, avoiding really doing or saying anything about it, because I feel like they're in the processing mode or not wanting to show it. Yeah, they're a bit closed off. So they don't want you to see something, you know. So, interesting reading. I see some changes coming through, both on your side and on this person's side. I feel it's a very emotional, ethereal, spiritual reading. But I see action as well. So I think there'll be changes within the connection in a tangible way. But it's going to be different for each of you. All right, so I'm going to kind of leave it there. Let me know how you liked that. And I'm going to let you know what zodiac signs I see. And keep in mind, it doesn't have to be any of these zodiac signs, but these are the primary ones that stick out to me. But it's a general read. So I have Scorpio here. You could be doing another Scorpio. Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, Libra, Cancer, Taurus, Virgo, Pisces again, Capricorn again, Taurus, lots of Scorpio energy, Aries energy, Pisces, Libra. So those are the predominant zodiac signs I see. If it resonated, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe. Also, you can check me out on Facebook and Instagram. I go live there pretty often and just talk about whatever's on my mind, so you can catch me there. Tarot Time with Dana. Also, if you like the outfit I'm wearing today, you can get it for yourself at my sister's online boutique, avasophiaco.com. Link down in the description box below as well. Either way, I'm wishing you the very, very best, Scorpio, and until next time, my friends, namaste.